All right, thank you for joining me here again today. So we have a video here about a comic that was sent to CGC, but I'm going to tell you I'm going to crack this one open, and I'm going to tell you why. All right, so this was sent to CCS to have it pressed, and it says that they will clean it if deemed necessary before pressing. So it was one of my first go-arounds with CCS. I've never tried them before, so unfortunately, I've mentioned in past videos too that I'm not too happy with them. And let me just show you why. This Superman Annual number 11, Canadian price variant, came back a 7.0. You can see that glue remnants of tape. I thought they would do a better job of cleaning that for sure. I was hoping. Maybe I was a little bit too optimistic. You can see the white parts of this book are so dirty. So dirty. The back is actually very, very disappointing. I don't know if you can see that in this video so well, but it's so, I think they call it soiling. It's so soiled. So, definitely I could crack this open, get that very, very clean. I have a challenge with this tape for sure, this tape glue residue. But I'm going to give it a shot. So I'm going to crack this open. So please join me in future videos for cracking this open, cleaning, pressing, sending to CCC, and probably months later, we'll get it back and we'll see what grade it is. Okay, so thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Thank you. All right, thank you for joining me. So this is going to be the cracking of this Superman Annual number 11. So the old CGC cases, you used to be able to crack them from here, from the side, but these new ones, you have to crack them from the top or the bottom. So maybe from both sides actually. So you have to try to get, you split this open here like this, and then you got to jam like a screwdriver or something in there. So I have to say the old ones are easier to crack than the new ones, that's for sure. So you see that? I got that in there. So now you got to go down the sides. Now I'm just going to move this to the side a little bit and twist it. You can hear that crack. I'm going to go down the side of this. You're going to twist it all the way down. Going to jam this in the side here. And then start twisting it. Go down a little further, twist. Go down further. Twist. So you do have to be careful not to damage the comic, of course. So the comic is in a sealed plastic case. I guess it's vacuum sealed, I'm assuming. So you can see that. You can see I got it all open. So you can actually probably just, I haven't done this actually, you can probably just crack this open like this. Ready? I'm going to try. Done. Okay. So how this is you can see this. So this you should send back to CGC so they can update their census. And then you can see that the comic this is the comic. It is in this plastic. So this, what you got to do is you got to cut this out. So I will do that in another video. Okay, we'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, thank you for joining me again. So we have this Superman Annual number 11 that we cracked out of the CGC case. Now we're going to cut this open and take this comic out. So you can see this comic. So I'm going to try to cut along here and down this side. So I'm going to actually just go like this, just to slide it, give myself as much margin for error to cut along here. So I will start doing that. So I'm going to, if these scissors don't do the trick, I'm going to have to go get different scissors, unfortunately. You could use a cutter. This is where you got to be really careful not to damage the book, of course. Like even me holding it on my left hand here, I'm trying to be very careful not to create a spine stress. So you got to be very careful when you do this. So probably the easiest is, you know, to put it flat on a table on a hard surface and then use a cutter. I think that would be the safest. But I'm just trying to do this for the sake of the video a little bit. Okay, so you can see that now this side is open. So you could pull the book out, but I highly recommend don't do that. I say you should get at least 2 sides of this book cut. If that makes sense, 2 sides or 2. So I'm trying to be very careful here. So be very, very careful. Go slow. Don't rush, because you know, if you cut the book, damage the book, then the whole purpose of cutting this open or breaking it out is lost. Okay. Now you can see that this book, 2 sides are cut open. So we can pull this book out now. You know, cutting a little bit down here would make it even easier, I think, but I'm going to pull this book out now. So you got to be very careful because you don't want to have the book get damaged by the plastic. Okay, so we got the book out. I'm going to put this down on this magazine backing board, and there it is. So we got it out. All right. So thank you again for joining me, and we will see you again soon. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. All right, thank you for joining me. We have that comic that we just cracked out of the CGC case, so we can look at it a little bit better this way. So you can see all that tape residue. I'm pretty sure I can get most of that off. You can see that. Hard to tell like this maybe, but it is very, very dirty. There are so many dents, imperfections. You can see all those. I think all those should be able to be pressed out. Unfortunately, it's not going to come back super high grade because of this bottom corner. You can see that crease. Can you see that? So I think this is like maximum 8.5 at best. But let's just keep going back. See how dirty that is. Very, very dirty. And let's see if they put that paper inside. They're supposed to put like, they're supposed to put the paper inside the comic to help preserve the comic. I don't even know if it's in here. I don't think there was one in here. Oh, you can see that this book, actually this bottom corner has been damaged. So I know it was a 7.0. Should be able to get it higher just by cleaning off this book and pressing it again, but let's see how high I can get. So there was no paper in here. I think it's, what is it called, acid-free paper or something like that, that they should have put in here. but I don't see any. Okay, anyways, so you can see this is the pre-clean and press, and I will get a video of the post-clean and press, and we'll send it to CGC again. Thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye. All right, thank you for joining me again. We have that Superman annual number 11, the Canadian price variant. So I cracked it out of the CGC case, cut it out of the inner sleeve. I showed the video of how bad it was, I guess how dirty it was with all the tape residue and the soiling. So this is the post clean and before pressing video, okay? So I want to just show you that you can see that it's gotten very, very clean. The tape residue is gone, basically. You can see there was some here too. You can see that it's basically gone. So I didn't see earlier, there was some here as well. And this one was actually the worst one, because this one actually had it faded the color here. So that's going to knock down the grade for sure. So you can see that the white is now white. Along here too, you can see that it's gotten pretty white, pretty nice and clean. So again, that tape area here up in this corner, it's all gone, nice and clean there as well. And then here's the back of the book. So you can see how clean it is now, how white it is. So I'm just going to go over the whole book here. So happy with how the cleaning went. Very, very nice now. So now let's see if I can press some of these dings out. There's a lot of imperfections. You see how rough it is along the back of the book. Let's go back to the front. And this front actually was pressed by CGC, or CCS, sorry, but it was very rough still. Like there's stuff that will definitely come out with another press. So you see all those imperfections along the spine. But this is going to be an issue that I won't be able to get out. But I'm going to press this and let's see what happens. All right, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, we have the completion of this journey. So you saw that we had this as a 7.0, cleaned and pressed by CCS. It came back 7.0, and you saw all the issues. So I cracked it, cleaned and pressed it, and sent it to CGC. And moment of truth, it came back a 9.6. Wow. All right. That is very interesting. So we got a 9.6 out of this. So I am super happy about that, of course. All right. So thanks for joining me for this cracking a slab journey, and I will see you in another video soon. Thank you.